be able to charge, and also at the same time, so I could be able to charge and then also be able to talk to you at the same time. So really practically I'll be screaming at the top of my lungs to get this message out to you so you can have it, but so that's all right. Today's message is continuation of understanding that you have to allow, to trust, to believe, to receive, and to know. So we continue on in the series. Yesterday was about allowing. I say with that, I had gotten a nice lesson from Dad. Again, like I said, he's a guide for me, and he was pretty much telling me that I gotta learn how to be fluid on this journey. That I can't at the same time try to control it with my Aries fire like I usually do, and I've got to learn how to be patient. Some things that pretty much transpired between me and the DM, and I had to go back and kind of retract my steps and retrace and kind of say, okay, let's look at it from a different way. From that, I know that kind of pretty much the I would say the controversy in trust is when you do that, it's almost like you're doing a trust fall. You don't know where you're going to actually land. And I know the powers that be keep on saying, I just want, no matter what, for us to walk away and knowing, and along with Dad, that we can't do or make the wrong mistakes. And even when we do find out that we did the wrong turn or got off at the wrong exit, like I'm doing here, I'm driving. And see, I got to get off because it is heavy today. That it's okay. I like to get off. Come on, if you're coming over, you need to come on. Now you got me stuck over here, so it must be something you want me to keep on saying. 8:18. So, in understanding that there is no wrong things, like right now, it's just like, okay, call myself trying to be there on time, so whatever time I get there is that. I think about Daniellleboomlle from LLE Ascensions. He's got a nice ghetto backing of how he presents things, however, at the same time, there is truth to it. He hits you with that hardcore stuff, which is understanding that there is, on this journey, you might feel like you got to take a big L, but there are no losses on this journey. There's just lessons. That's what he always said. There's no losses, there's just lessons. I see 566, 56. Okay, interesting. So we mirrored the same thing. I want to get over. Come on. You can wait. Nobody over here, get on the hill. I thought it was, but I think I'm gonna have to get off. I don't know what that's all about. It's too heavy for me. Say again, like you say, sometimes you gotta take another route. Because they like at a pure standstill on this expressway. To understand that what is our destiny, as far as when we talk about trust, and trust has to really, really, really be used on this journey, because there's a lot of things that you do not see, a lot of things you do not understand, a lot of things they say you have not maybe heard, the things that you might want to, in order to be able to resonate on as far as what messages resonate in order to help you know where you're going on this journey or what you need to actually do. I can only speak only from my experience that I'm going through now. That it's very important that you, as the cards read for the current energy, that you follow your gut and your heart. That was two things that my dad brought to me yesterday as I was coming out the washroom. So this some things we got to eliminate and kind of get rid of. Understanding that it was some other things that is seen on the expressway. They said they'll bring it to me naturally. Okay. This trust thing is a very, very extremely big thing. A lot of us, it's scary. We learn our trust from our parents. I think about when we're saying, how we're able to love one another and how we're able to express that. I think about also the relationship that's with my parents and being able to express unconditional love with each other. Sometimes that was like truly a challenge, in which that they had to really endure. Some of that trust comes from showing really, like I say, unconditional love. And some of us don't have really the understanding of what that is and what that takes. Because they bring it to me that they're saying that really goes hand in hand. Because you got to trust that the person shows up the way that they want to show up. You got to trust that even when they make mistakes, that they'll be able to come back online and fall back and understand to get back on track with the thing that's been destined for you and the other person you all agreed upon to actually happen. And that's a very tall order, as they showing me, almost like Starbucks, that you're asking for. A latte, a grand, verde, or whatever it's called on them, which is almost like the truth. And you have to trust the way as far as how things are showing up. This unconditional love thing, and they pretty much want me to kind of stay right on it. It's not more like trust, it's more so the unconditional love. Understanding even with the DM and telling him this morning, just understanding to just go with the flow. That is something on this journey that they're really trying to express it for us to really get. The understanding that, a lot of times the way how these lessons show up, that even like we had said on Saturday, is like a ping pong game, and it's knocking us from left to right to get us back on track. We're still finding ourselves kind of going with the flow of things, where life pushes us. Sometimes we have to get to the point that we got to understand that we can't be pushing our own agenda. I seen like Pisces 222 was talking about that the other day. Don't push the union. You got to naturally let it fall into it. Because I've even found out that even with myself, when you push it before it's ready, just like bacon, and you open up that stove and say, oh yeah, that seems like it's ready. And you open up that stove, like for that souffle, it might be nice and high, or the cake might be nice and high, and look like it is, and then when you take it out, that thing is just shaking in the center of it, which is a signal to let you know, it looked like it was ready, but it wasn't ready all the way through. That's why we have to trust the process, because we got to trust that the powers that be knows when that our divine counterpart is actually ready to show up. We don't want them to come in the way in which it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's very important that we understand. That's why we have to trust the process. We got to trust the process as far as how the divine powers that be are allowing for people to show up in our lives and show us lessons as well, to make us better. I thought they was finished with that. Interesting. We have to trust also in our abundance of how it's also showing as well, the understanding that we are abundant and we are magnets to attract the abundance to us. Ooh, that's a big baby. That's a big baby. That man heard me in spirit. And I'm like, woo, that dog. So right now it seems like the divine masculine. You know, if I see a divine masculine, that lets me know that that something's going on with this. So right now he's training himself. I see a divine masculine walking this dog, training his loyalty and his mastery right now over things, because dogs represent that loyalty and the mastery of everything, loyalty, friendship, those things. That's when you see dogs for me. That's always symbolized to me. So they're working with that. Divine Feminine, you were doing that too as well. Right now, what I see, and my lesson, and I seen that this morning too with my baby princess, my dog, which is really understanding what unconditional love is. You know, with dogs, you can go ahead and chastise them, and you know, if you do believe in hitting or whatever like that, your dog, a little tap on the nose, a little redirecting, whichever way you believe in disciplining your dog. You know, they might be upset for you a while, and then the next minute they go right back to you like ain't nothing happened. Yeah, like, you know, and I looked at my baby this morning. I was like, you know what? This is a lesson here for the divine feminine. Understand? You know, your divine masculine, and I'm not going to refer and make that alignment with no dog, but when you're doing things in life and you seem like it's coming to you as far as forgiving them, we've got to become like Princess, my dog, or any dog, and pretty much forgive. I watch a lot of the programs on YouTube. I love watching the little dog things that they doing, the rescue things, and you seeing the dog when they get them. They had one dog, he was in a crate, and that dog had been through so much. I think this owner had left him out there chained to it. Looked like he was cruelty, hit him, all different kinds of stuff to the dog. And you know, when they had got him, they was like, every time with the dog, they would reach out to the dog would bark, you know, bite at him. And so then he's like, the man wore this like special glove, and so he's like, okay, well, you know, we're not gonna try, we tried today. So, you know, he'd keep on going at it, you know, and do that again. Then you say, okay, he's like, okay, well, we ain't gonna try today, we're gonna kind of take the glove back. So each day he was doing that, and he was very patient. He was very patient with the dog. And, you know, one day he did do that. He got him a little bit. He said, see, you can feel love. See. So he kind of did a little bit, and then it looked like the next day, following day, he went back again, like, he's like, well, what happened? You know, we were making such progress. So then he went on, and so the more and more each day, you know, the man would do that, and more he would start to trust him. He'd come in. So long story short, at the end of it, the dog eventually, they had adopted him, rehabilitated him. He was able to be adopted by a family. You know, of course, it's one step at a time. That has to kind of go along. And so, you know, but you see the dog, he looked different as night and day. You would have never had known he had that thing. Now, of course, you know, he got triggers. Probably the family that they handled him, you know, they might have to kind of remind, you know, certain things that you got to do, that you don't want to, you know, re-trigger the dog over again. But over time, you could tell that he had just forgotten. Just like, you know, I can feel love again. It's okay. Sometimes the divine feminines, with the things that we have been through in life, experiences, family trauma, you know, all those kind of things. We've got to become like that dog, where it's okay, the divine masculine. Some of us have been so wounded that sometimes when the divine masculine is trying to, almost like that man with the glove on, say, I'm not really the enemy. You keep treating me like I'm the enemy, and I'm not the enemy. And he go in there to kind of stroke you, or kind of show you love. You know, you got to remember, some of them got to be patient with us as well. Or even you can flip it even on the divine masculine too. They have some of those trust days, and you got to keep on just like that trainer that say, I can't give up on this dog here. You know, it's not his fault that he had been treated this way. He is built to be able to love and be a nice household pet for someone, you know. And so that's the same thing, just like what that you are built to love. You came here to love. We can't let our experiences and things that had happened to kind of curve us to become like that dog that's just like, he was just like, I just been beaten, left, chained up, everything, and let those experiences keep on continually replaying and not let us be our true nature, who we are, which is dogs is their thing is to express unconditional love. That's why they're not here for long periods of time, because you know once you've learned a lesson from them. That's why if you're a pet owner, that's one of the major reasons why you have pets, is because they come here to show you love, and once they have shown you that, they like time is over. That's it. You know, you want to say, why they can't be here for as long as we are, you know, but you know, they so full of love that, you know, once it has extinguished and they have done all that they can, and they have shown you everything, all lessons of being loved and being there for you, then their time is up. Their time is gone. Just like loved ones. They've loved everything. They've done everything, and then when it's time for them to move on, they move on. And that same thing, just like with us, we got to learn to be like that little pet that we have, rather it's a cat or a dog, that loves us unconditionally no matter what we do and forgets the next minute. That's truly trusting. Trusting and saying, I know you, man, you did this X, Y, and Z to me, or this has happened to me, but at the same time, I could go back to what my true identity of who I truly am, which is a true expression of pure love, pure joy. And that's one of the big things that you have to, you know, kind of become one with, of understanding that this trust thing is a much bigger thing. It makes us expand much larger than we're ready for, like that comfort zone, like that tribe card that I see all the time, where they're in that little stump and the giraffe is inside it, and the little small baby giraffe is saying, come out. That's like the brand new you telling the old you that living in that tree trunk, which is old knowledge, which now has no branches, nothing to grow or nothing to connect to, is now it's time to let go. And it's like that tribe card. That's where we are when we're talking about trust. Some of the things that we're trusting, old beliefs, old ideologies, it's time for us to let go and to get out of that tree trunk. At this point, I see 1818, which is the end of the cycle. But it's a slow process again there. Following your intuition and your awareness to have that harmony, or to, it could also mean regenerating something old, that regeneration card that's dying, but you need to give birth to something new from that old way. That's what 8 means. So that's funny. I see 1818, and that's the experience of for the divine masculine and the divine feminine on both ends. Excuse me. I don't feel like I was going to have to belch again. All right. Until next time, that's it. Remember, again, I'm holding the Divine Masculine special still for what's the 411. You can go divineunisource11.co. It's $22 for that. That's 30 minutes. Or if you want a 20-minute live reading with me through any of the apps that I have listed on there, Zoom, WhatsApp, and Facebook, or Google Hangouts, let me know, and we could do that as for $44. Okay, because that takes more energy for I'm tapping into you one-on-one. So that's why that's high. The $22 one is a video, which you can look at it at any time, and you can review it. All of my readings are power packed. Like I said yesterday, I send the intentions of healing, transformation, and empowerment when I do my reading. So that's why it's good for you to do the video. You could be able to kind of get into that energy each time. All right, then, as always, stay, I said have a sunshine-filled day. I said I did. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, namago. Love you.